So I haven't flown this guy in a while, so I thought we'd give him a bit of a go. Now I have to say that this is the WLToys F929 Polecat. No, is it? I get confused. No, I think it's actually the F939, I beg your pardon, Polecat. The F929 is, I think, a Sukhoi or whatever. They're very similar, except the body styles are different. See, they use the same box for both. That's why it's confusing, so it's got pictures of both on it. But this is actually the Polecat, which is the F939, I believe, rather than the F929. It doesn't say on it. It says Polecat, but it doesn't say whether it's 939 or 929. I'm pretty sure it's the 929. I got to fly this with a little, WLToys 2 toy grade sort of transmitter that came with it, because I'm not even sure what protocol it is, but I don't have anything else to fly it with. This is the V2 version of this. They had an original version, but it was different. They changed the flight controller in it, I think, mainly. Let's see how this works. So basically the Polecat is not my kind of plane, but this does have some stabilization. Polecat's an aerobatic plane, the real Polecat. And this can get pretty aerobatic depending how you fly it, and there's a little bit of wind getting up now. From what this is in the 6-axis mode and low rates. Okay, well, let's put it into 3-axis mode and see what happens. I'll put it back into 6-axis mode, I think, at that point. I think I would crash this guy quite readily, especially in a little bit of wind, if I was stuck with only 6-axis mode. Oh. My transmitter is now saying my transmitter batteries are low. So I guess we're not going to fly him for very long. I think that means the transmitter battery. It means something's not right, clearly. Well, I've got 3 bars on my transmitter batteries. I don't know quite what it's complaining about. I don't know whether it's the transmitter batteries that it doesn't like, or the plane battery, although we'd have to telemetry, if I could pronounce it, to know that the plane battery wasn't right. But I got 3 bars on my transmitter, so you wouldn't think the transmitter battery was low. I'll maybe try another battery in the plane just to see if it still does it. It's a tail dragger. Okay, shut up. Okay. Well, we'll see. That was a very brief trial, and I'll just see if the transmitter still beeps when I put a new battery in this little Polecat. Just want to see if the transmitter still beeps at me with this battery. Where are we? It could be that battery I had in before was one of the batteries, I think, from my V911 helicopter, also a WLToys product. It takes batteries with an MCPX connector, as does the V911. Wind's getting up a bit now. You can see he's flying crab-wise, even in stabilized mode, because the wind's blowing him sideways. No, I tried to put him into 3D mode, but I think I didn't. There we go. Now he's in 3D mode. I didn't press the button hard enough before. He's a squirrely little bugger in 3D mode. And hard to see as well, because he's almost entirely symmetrical, His wing is in the middle. So if you can't see those little wheels underneath, it's hard to tell whether he's the right way up or upside down. But, of course, they made life easier for us by putting 6D stabilization in, so you can press the button and save him. The original version of this was, did not have stabilization, and certainly had you could fly it, but it was I have flown the original version, but it was you had to fly it all the time in the 3D mode, so you really got to stay on your toes with it. And I definitely didn't want any wind. In the 6G mode, this guy will fly okay, more or less. You know, I think it was the battery, but that's interesting because that implies that he has telemetry. If he could tell that the battery was low, which is, you wouldn't think something as small and cheap as this would have telemetry back in 3D mode. Yeah, he's a bit too darn squirrely for me in 3D mode, really. I mean, it's not impossible, I'm sure, but you... Oh, now it's doing it again. I don't know. I'll have to read the manual. Maybe it does mean that it thinks the transmitter batteries are too low, although they're showing 3 bars, which you wouldn't think would mean they were expiring, but maybe it just means that the AA batteries in the transmitter need replacing. He won't fly very slowly, this guy. I mean, he just can't fly very slowly. He's not a slow plane. See, I've got, it's flickering between 3 and 2 now, so maybe it is just complaining that the transmitter batteries are low, that it needs new AAs in the transmitter, which is fair enough. Lots of power, this guy. You can feel it trying to pull out of your hand when you... I nearly let go of my transmitter there, assuming it was on a strap, but it's not on a strap, so that would not do me much good. Oh dear. Yes, okay. I don't know. Anyway. It's hard to hold. Oh dear. Shut up. So there you go, anyway. A not very helpful demonstration, but it's somewhat of a little demonstration of the WLToys F939 Polecat version 2. You know, in 3D mode, it's not that horrible to fly at all, and then you can definitely challenge yourself by putting it into in 6-axis mode. I mean, it's, you know, fairly benign to fly, and then you challenge yourself a bit by putting it into 3D mode, and it's fast and rolls are very fast and everything is very... I didn't really do much with it there, I know, but it's extremely capable aerobatically in 3D mode, but kind of hard to control, especially given how small it is and how quickly it gets away from you with its speed. You know, then you can always, with this version, at least press the button and put it back into 6-axis mode. Yeah, WLToys makes some very nice little things, I think. And I bought this too long ago to remember how much it was, but it was not terribly expensive. It was ready to fly with, you know, a flight battery and the transmitter. Just had to add batteries for the transmitter, and it was under $100, I'm sure. I don't remember exactly how much it was. Probably from Banggood. I think I probably bought this from Banggood. Nice little planes. The WLToys, and nice little helicopters they make as well.